Al Hilal is seriously interested in Bruno Fernandes again. Come on, go away, Al Hilal. Take away your Saudi money. Take it elsewhere. New information is coming in concerning the situation of our captain as a club in Saudi is trying to unsettle him. Now, this is not something certainly that will augur well with Ruben Amorim, considering how clear he was. He needs so many players like Bruno. Sir Jim Ratcliffe said the same thing. They cannot afford to lose him. But what exactly could happen? Because there seems to be a clause in Bruno Fernandes' contract that could give Al Hilal the opportunity to snatch him in the summer. We're going to talk about that in bits. Meanwhile, some team news concerning our preparations for our important one against Athletic Club. What exactly is bound to happen in the camp? Could there be some new returnees from injury? Or are we going to see more players out for a long period of time? Welcome again. Like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let me know in your view whether you think we can even listen to any offer for Bruno Fernandes. I also remind you guys that we spend so much time on the internet, whether you're seated on the toilet, whether you're in your car driving, whether you're on a border, whether you're in church, you're on your bed laying, in the middle of the night. I think the one place you are all the time, the most part of your life, is on the internet. You're always on your phone connected to the internet. But some people are earning from there and you're not. If you're not earning from the internet, what is stopping you? That's what I'm here to teach you. What practical things you can do. People are asking me, is it betting? No, I don't give you betting. Betting is not earning. I'm giving you things that logically make sense. You will open up your mind to how you can use the internet and bring in money for yourself, regardless who you are, where you are. I show you the what and the how it is done. Everyone can earn from the internet, guys. You need to embrace this. I'm waiting for you on the numbers down there on your screen. It doesn't matter which part of the world or the continent you're in. You can reach me. We'll study virtually. There are no physical classes. We are studying virtually from wherever you are. But let's get proper into it. So Al Hilal have their money because they were trying to sell. They had a huge budget hoping they would price Mohamed Salah out of Liverpool because it was their A signing that they wanted. And somehow it didn't happen because Salah chose to commit with Liverpool. He chose football over money. I think he has won enough for himself. Now, they failed to get more Salah. So because they feel they have a lot of money, they want to now unsettle Bruno Fernandes at Man United at a time when Amorim and Ineos are looking steady on their rebuild of the club around Bruno. So the reports coming now from Ben Jacobs has alluded to this. I hinted about it earlier. Now Jacobs is saying that Al Hilal are willing to offer Bruno a 3-year contract, giving him an annual salary of 65 million pounds. 65 million pounds. That's what they are willing to pay him. Now, they also believe that Bruno has a clause in his contract, or a threshold clause in his contract, where if the player is willing to move, that if he's willing to move from Man United, the club cannot stop him because of that clause. So they can perhaps, I think, which is the fee is reported to be around 60 million, apparently, but sources inside the club denied that. They say there is no such clause in his contract. So United can only sell him if they want to sell him. There are no clauses. But Al Hilal are saying there is a clause which allows them if the player is interested. So remember, since 2024, Al Hilal have been talking to Bruno on the side. They have been trying to unsettle him with their money. That's what they do. They use their money to lure a player. So if you're a kind who looks at money more than the football, the records, the titles, the respect of playing in the big at the big stage, you move on. If you're John Duran, you go for the money. Now Bruno was also trying to be I convinced into that, but he stood his ground and he said, for me, for as long as Man United want me, I'm staying put. Now they're still stuck. They're insistent because the idea for the Saudi Pro League is to start signing players when there's still some football left in them. They want to stop the business of signing players who are beyond their prime, players who can no longer give their league value in terms of competitiveness just because of a name. So they are saying we want to sign players like Bruno who are hot. United are saying it's not happening. They are insisting there is a clause. Is Bruno interested? They are hoping they will convince him with their money. So that's the confusion going on at Man United. And of course, there are people, sections of Man United, I think a couple of months ago, who felt that it's okay to let go of Bruno if the money is good because there are players who can come in to replace him. But the truth is, at this point where Man United is and the way you see it, and where it seems to be headed, do you want to pull out such a key figure, a guy who holds the team together, the guy who makes the team play in every game? He missed the previous game, and you saw what happened. There was no, the team was not playing. The ball was struggling to shift. He was missed, and that's not to mean that they can never find a player who can do what he does. People talk of likes of John of Wharton. I keep talking about Vitinha. There's quite a number of players who can play what Bruno does, but the fact that he has been there, the kind of leader he is, the winner, his stats, the goals he scores, the way he lifts the team around him, you think it becomes a bit difficult for Man United to let go of him, even if it's for the money. But also the fan base, the emotion. If Amorim is coming out and waxing lyric about him publicly, you look at Sir Jim Ratcliffe as well coming out and saying we need players like Bruno. He's the model player. He's the example they want to build their team around. You certainly feel they have got to be sticking with him. So what exactly is Ineos going to do if indeed the Saudi guys keep insisting and pushing forward their money? We are waiting. It's a developing story. We are monitoring it. But I think for me, for a fact, Bruno won't be sold. That will not happen. I think we need to be calm about it. Now, team news, the elite is out injured. We'll get to know how long he will be out, but he will not be playing the game on Thursday. Certainly, I think after playing, almost 45 minutes, Ahmad is ready to start. I see him starting in that wing back position. I feel like Amorim will be going for it. I know we've got a cushion of 3 goals in the first leg, but I think he will be feeling he can do more. They can go for it and still get it. So I think regardless the injuries, the concerns, the player concerns, the absentees, I think Man United has it in their armory to go all out and get the W against Athletic Club, who don't have their top scorer. They said he returned training and a bit on his way to a return to fitness soon. But also, Nico Williams just returned recently from injury. He's not 100% fit. There is doubts about him in the training leg as well, whether he'll be 100%. I think United has a chance in every way you look at it. My name is Webb. This is the United Road Sport. Like, share, and subscribe, and learn how to earn online. Cheers.